Hello, welcome back to my channel. No, the title is not clickbait. I did find out about this tournament with an hour's notice. So a little backstory, it's May 2nd, 11 a.m. I get a text message from my group chat that there's a tournament in Eureka, Kansas at 2 p.m. I know that's 3 hours, but I had to get there at 1 for registration and to practice, and it's an hour-long drive, so I had to leave by 12, so it's an hour's notice. But anyways, this is my second ever tournament that I've competed in, and I wanted to win. I really wanted to win. I wanted to show what bladers from Wichita are like. I wanted to go there to promote our tournament that we're having May 30th, and I just wanted to prove that I'm not the blader I was in my first tournament. I went 2-2 my first tournament, so I was like, okay, let me win this one. Anyways, the rules for this are 4 rounds of Swiss, first to 4, top cut first to 7, and then stadium out is a reshoot, and no contact is a reshoot. This isn't an official tournament or anything. It was at a library, so just a regular old tournament. And my deck for this, so if you don't know me, my style is I like to run a BX, a UX, and a CX in my deck. Now with the expand line, I'm not differentiating between infinity or expand. UX is UX, and it will always be UX. Same with BX and CX. Anyways, my main is Samurai Caliber, 560 Jolt. I genuinely think this is the best Caliber combo. 560 really balances it very well, and Jolt is just a great fit for it because Caliber, I know a lot of people like it on defensive setups, and it is a pretty defensive bay, but it also has really good stamina and really good attack, and Jolt has all three. It has defense, attack, and stamina. I can make a video in the future about a lecture I have on Caliber and how to use it and stuff. If you want, let me know in the comments. Shark Scale 160 free ball. I decided to turn to the dark side. I've never really liked Shark on attack builds. I'm pretty bad with it on attack, and I was like, you know what? I've seen people run 960 free ball. Let me try it on 160 because I'm already using 960 on my third bay, and I actually really liked it a lot. I've had my Shark since like October, so it's pretty blunted and it's not as sharp as it used to be. A quick side note, I don't know why scalpers all of a sudden found out about Shark Scale. Like, this thing was dominant upon release, and it wasn't until the Hasbro version came out that people started buying it up. I didn't have any difficulty buying it. I waited like a week and a half after I bought it on Wall of Toys for like 43 bucks, like plus tax and stuff. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Scalpers are weird. There's no manner to their madness or method to their madness, but yeah. And then Shark Scale on a defensive build is everything Mummy wishes it was, and I love Mummy, but Shark just does it better. I'm sorry. And then my CX build is Perseus Blast, Heavy, 960 Taper. So I decided Perseus because it's my favorite lock chip, and I don't like the metal lock chips as much. Brachio might take away Perseus from me, but Perseus is my favorite Greek mythological hero. Blast is just the best CX blade. The new expand ones aren't anywhere near Blast in my opinion. Ragnar Rage I didn't have enough practice with going into this tournament, and I think Blast is better even after using it more. Night Fortress sucks. Come after me. I don't care. I will defend that. Night Fortress generally sucks. And Bahamut Bliss is just not my playstyle. Heavy is just a cheat code for all CX bays, and Taper instead of Kick. I decided Taper just because I like the stamina, but doing a lot of testing, I've decided I'm switching to the dark side and just gonna run the standard CX combo. So, okay, moving into round 1. My opponent is very new, and you can tell by their deck they're running all stock combos. They didn't know about customizing, but anything can happen in Beyblade. But I still felt pretty confident. I'm leading Shark because I like to lead defensive bays first, personally. And this Phoenix, yeah, gets outspun because Gear Flat does not have the most spin. And they're running stock Night Shield, the OG defensive. 380, not 390. That's a typo there. I need to fix that if I remember. But running Blast, this is just a weight bully matchup. Sadly, it's a self KO, so we gotta reshoot that because of no contact. Yeah, so here we go. Let's see if I can nail this launch again. And good launch, both sides. And yeah, that's needle for you on 380. Yeah. I'm showing my opponent my watch how it's cracked because I put my hand in there because I have no fear. I'm not scared of these metal tops. And last play is Dagger Dran. That's probably his best bay in my opinion, just because Rush is just so good. And yeah, somehow I got pocketed there, which is crazy. He just landed on me just right. They bounced and then knocked me into the pocket. Yeah, so he doesn't really... I'm trying to explain to him how Beyblade tournaments work. There were a lot of kids at this event. I played only adults, so... yeah, but anyways, his lead and daggers ran again. And you already know Shark's gonna close this out. Very nice launch. He doesn't really know launch tech, so yeah. Round 1 win, 4-2. Fist bump, because I don't like germs. Okay, going into my round 2 opponent. This was one of the tournament organizers. So... crazy out of stadium. Luckily for me, that's a reshoot, because he knocks me out of the extreme pocket. And he's running Whale Wave 760 Rush. I like Whale. I'm currently running Whale on 760 under flat. Crazy combo, but it's somehow working for me. And Shark's doing dirty work here. Things Sharks do. Yeah, into the extreme. My opponent's really wishing that extreme pocket counted before, so. Emperor Eclipse, both on heavy. He's a little heavier though, because the Emperor lock chip. My launch was just too slow. My slide drop, way too slow. Knocks me into the pocket because of it. I love Eclipse. I ran it in my last tournament. Blast is just better though. And Bahamut, I was very scared about this. Samurai Caliber has a horrible CX matchup. But when I saw Gear Rush, I was like, okay, I can probably outspin this. So, Jolt is just better than Gear Rush. He should have ran Low Rush instead of Gear Rush, but yeah. Anyways, spin finish, Caliber. This is the actual tournament organizer, and he confirmed he's coming to my tournament at the end of the month. So Aero Pegasus knocks me out of the stadium. Crazy how that's happening. I genuinely think stadium out should count as a reshoot, so I'm glad that's what it is for this tournament. Luckily for me, it doesn't count as anything, just a reshoot, so otherwise I'd be down. So he's readjusting his ratchet. And Shark is great. Great 50-50 launch from me. Get on the right side of the arrow. And almost got that pocket. Almost got it again. Geez. Yeah, this is why Shark is so good. Look how much that arrow's tilting. Finger got a little too close to that, honestly, but someone was asking what Beyblade is mine. And Shark has crazy stamina, so you already know. Spin finish is guaranteed, almost. Running Blast. This is just kind of the order I've been running. Mummy's great. I love Mummy. Shark's just better. I love Mummy, though, so... Crazy launch. And I'm rolling. Plays like that was part of the reason I'm deciding I'm going to switch to kick, but because I don't think kick would have done that, but because I'm on taper, it did. So taper does have better stamina, but not when you're rolling sideways. So I get outspun by the Mummy, obviously. And going into my main versus his Shark. Scary. But Caliber has a really good matchup into Shark's Yell, in my opinion. And we get a launch like that that's really nice. Very great pocket. Caliber doing me. What Caliber does. Reordering. Do I switch up my deck order? We'll see. Oh my gosh, it's the same. I basically ran the same order all tournament. Shark, then Blast, then Caliber. Feeling pretty confident I'll get the spin finish here, because Shark just has so much better stamina than Mummy. He's on 160 low orb versus Free Ball. Free Ball has better stamina than low orb, and Shark has better stamina than Mummy, so I should get the spin finish here unless something crazy happens. There's something crazy, but in my favor. So I'm definitely not spinning here. If I was more experienced with editing, I would speed it up a bit, but this is my second ever YouTube video, so bear with me as I learn how to do this stuff. But my brain isn't as smooth as your guys's who want to cast shots fired, I know. Read a book, please. Stick around for the Blader Book Club if you would like to read a book. Okay, getting real close there. See my beautiful hair. And I get the spin finish. He was in the pocket for a while, so that was expected, but... Round 3 win! Opponent only scoring 1 point. Swiss King matchup, there's 4 rounds of Swiss, so... who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? So, we got Hover, 960 kick, classic combo. I actually ran Blast first for some reason, and it was the right call, because Blast just beats up on Hover. The weight is just not a comparison. I feel like Blast didn't even do anything there. He's got his Meteor on 870. I am gonna hate on this combo so much, because I hate 870. It's a bad ratchet, in my opinion. But I'm personally a 60 height on Meteor kind of guy, but maybe his was new, so. Shark does very well into equalizers because it just has such good destabilization. It's not really destabilizing here, it's just more of tornado stalling, which is working in my favor because Meteor definitely wants to touch me. And so the tornado stall strat is back, everybody. And Caliber versus Emperor Blitz heavy. I was really scared about this. Caliber has a horrible CX matchup, and Bahamut Blitz is so heavy. So I don't know if you can tell there, but I did a light launch, which is one of the strategies you want to do with Caliber into CX blades, because it just minimizes recoil, and as you can tell, I'm not really getting hit very hard. But sadly, by playing the light launch, you just are susceptible to getting outspun, and that's exactly what happens here. I'm running a pretty old Jolt too, so. But I was expecting to lose that battle, but 1 point, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with losing just 1 point, especially into Caliber's worst matchup, so. And running Shark to close it out. Is Shark gonna do it? Probably, because it's Shark scale. And Shark beats Hover usually. And it did there too, the extreme. Swiss King, everybody. No prize for Swiss King, just for top cut, so I'm guaranteed a prize though. Going against my round 1 opponent, and now it's best of 7. Yeah, that's gear flat for you, everybody. No contact reshoot. My opponent did get better since our first battle, and I had a bad launch there. Caliber not doing me good there. The bad launch. Caliber is such a high skill bay, and I just didn't do it justice there. And we got Dagger versus Shark Scale. I was scared about that hit, but Shark just has such great defense. Yeah, and Shark's heavier than Dagger, especially this mold. It's not the purple mold. The purple mold is very heavy, actually, but Drain Strike makes it obsolete. My Dran Strike is supposed to get to my house soon, so excited to try it out. It's not going to replace Caliber, though. I'm going to tell you that much. I was hoping to get this matchup. I kind of read my opponent. That's why I switched up my order. I was hoping Blast would get the easy KO, and it did. 3-3 now. Going into this round, I knew my opponent got better. I mean, he made top cut, so something had to go right for him. And I'm running Blast. Great launch. No contact. It's a reshoot. I think that would normally count as a burst, but I don't think he's checked his ratchets all day, so that's probably why it burst. Bear with my minimal editing, everybody. I'm teaching him lefty tighty, righty bursty, so. But yeah. This was my opponent was very chatty, so we did a lot of talking. Here we go. Blast. Hopefully doing Blast things here. Let's see. Just the weight bully. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I love Blast. Yeah, we're finally up in this round, though. 4 points now. After his extreme. We got Shark into. I'm surprised he put his Night Shield here. I launched really angled trying to get that burst. Or something, a pocket or something. Night Shield showing that it is a defensive day though. So able to get really good defense here. Best case scenario for my opponent, really. And we need a KO or a burst or something. And Caliber gets me that extreme that it did against me at the beginning. And so I went 7 straight points. Going against the tournament organizer again, so 2 rematches in top cut. This is top 4, so if I win this, I'm in the finals. And let me curse in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Blast just weight bullying right there. I don't know if Caliber would have been able to get that knockout, honestly. But Shark going against Shark here. I would favor the attack Shark in this matchup. Looking back at it, great stall for me. And attack Shark just not getting the right hits, but it gets the right hit there. Yeah. We say Shark, or attack Shark usually has the advantage. My opponent was saying that he wasn't like an arrow in this event. He should have ran 150 just to have the all-one deck. And I think 160 rushes, or 150 rush, I might add, is the new best combo for arrow. I don't have it yet. I want it on the app, on the Japanese app, but I can't redeem it yet because it takes forever. So I don't have much experience against arrow, so I was happy to see how this went. I know Caliber though. Caliber's a great day. And he wasn't feeling confident with arrow, so I felt confident I could get the spin finish there. So we're up 4-2 into the reshuffle. Top cut I did switch up my deck order quite a bit, but yeah. Running Shark here. My hands were sweaty, so I was dropping stuff. Rematch for Sharks. Last time he knocked me into the pocket. Can I do a favor in return? False drop launch there. Better, extreme. I win that. So, finals. And the finals, my opponent and I were the only people from out of town. And we're both from Wichita, so Shark able to get that KO on his Phoenix wing. Now going into his Golem on 455 under needle. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, please burst this. I tilt Blast. Blast is not a bursting Beyblade, and that's very obvious with how poorly I launched. That's not the type of launch you want to do with Blast, so that bit me in the butt right there. And he's running the classic Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. Was expecting to face more, but yeah. I know Caliber can outspin Rod. He needs some good contact though, so. And this is not good contact. So I was feeling like Caliber was definitely gonna get outspun here. But that extreme ride might do me a favor here. If you remember, I did say Jolt is older. This is an older Jolt I'm using, and it shows right there. But yeah, I want my Shark into his Rod, honestly. I feel like that's my best matchup into Rod. He's running Golem first. Rematch with the Blast. Can I get the burst this time? 455, come on. Unless the green 455 from Wizard Arc. It's got to burst, and there it is. Foreshadowing, guys, that's what it's called. You can learn about that in Blader Book Club if you stick around to the end. I'm going to be talking about 1984. The book, not the year. So he said that was the second time it burst today, so I'm glad it happened now. And we got Shark into Rod. This is the matchup I was wanting. And we're both on 160, but I'm on free ball, so I should have more stamina here. Very entertaining battle right now. I fear that if I mess with speeding it up, I will mess up my video. Contact. Oh my gosh. So they finally made contact. The power of Shark right here, guys. Shark stamina. Look at that. Shark stamina. Shark stamina. A lot of people were surprised to see Shark on stamina. I'm like, where have you guys been? But yeah, it's 3-5. A pocket, burst, or extreme away from winning. And I get pocketed. Yeah, that's a bad launch. Too slow. Jolt, it's not a very athletic, or acrobatic, I should say, bit. It's slower, so I need to be more precise with my launches. So 5-5, anybody could take it here. Not the best launch from me, but we get that stall somehow. Almost get that extreme. Almost another. Into the pocket, and we come out. My tournament is saved because of 160. That is why you run 160, folks. You have to have at least one-sided ratchet in your deck. So he is 1 point away, and I'm running Blast. Into Phoenix. Blast, I feel pretty confident about winning this one, honestly. But I was nervous. But, I got nerves of steel. And nothing crazy has happened yet. And Phoenix just does not have the weight to bully Blast. So, and Taper has better stamina than Brush, so I get the spin finish. 6-6. Next point wins. He left his Beyblade in there in the stadium, so I returned it to him. It all comes down to this, folks. Caliber versus Golem. Caliber. Can my main do it for me? We got a reverse X right here. And beautiful. Clutch from my main. Did anybody have any doubts? I certainly did, but I did it. Now, looking at my deck summary, you can see that Caliber net zeroed points for me. It had 2 spin, 2 pocket, and 1 extreme, 4 and against. Shark scale, crazy good. Plus 17, how do you argue with that? You really can't. 7 spin finishes. 3 extremes is wild, in my opinion, on a stamina build, but that's just the power of Shark. Only losing 3 points total? Yeah, that's hard to beat. Blast did pretty well too, plus 8. Blast was the only Bay in my deck that got 1 of each score. So we got 2 pockets, 2 spin, 2 burst, and 1 extreme. So very funny from Blast. Anyways, if you want to stick around in Blader Book Club, I will be talking about that next. And here we go. So Blader Book Club is an idea I had to help promote literacy and the enjoyment of reading among men and boys. I assume that most of the people who watch my videos will be male-identifying individuals, and I want us men to read. A fun fact that is not so fun is that according to the National Literacy Institute, 54% of Americans read at or below a 6th grade reading level. This saddens me, and I feel like if more people had a higher reading comprehension, the world would be a better place. Time and time again, we see leaders, influencers, news outlets, etc., brainwashing and misconstruing information to those that consume their content. If more people could read at a minimum a 12th grade reading level, I feel that the world's issues and the spread of misinformation will slowly become extinct. Reading is fun, please read. As a part of a book series that I made for myself, I decided to read 1984 by George Orwell. I wanted to read classic dystopian novels, as classics and dystopians are my 2 favorite genres. The series I made for myself starts with Animal Farm, then Fahrenheit 451, then The Handmaid's Tale, although I should have switched Fahrenheit 451 with Handmaid's Tale in order, and then 1984, and then it finishes with A Brave New World. I haven't read it yet, but going too soon. I love dystopian fiction because it is not a far-fetched idea and is more of a warning for the world to come if we don't try to stop it now. 1984 is set in a hypothetical era where totalitarian regimes have taken over the world completely by the year 1984. Our protagonist is Winston Smith. Winston is a typical man in this world who has the ability to think for himself. Winston is an extremely paranoid and anxious person. He believes that everyone is out to get him and never lets his guard down. Winston knows of the dark-haired girl, whom he hates. Why he hates her is another story that only Winston knows. But eventually she hands him a note exclaiming her love for him. Eventually they start dating, which will be their inevitable downfall. Because in this world, love is reserved for only a select few. I want to spoil the book, but I will not. But Orwell makes us question those we love most and whether love is possible under a totalitarian regime. In this world that Winston lives, there is Big Brother, not the TV show. Big Brother is always watching him and all the other citizens of this world. Lots and lots has been said about Big Brother and what he represents, but at the end of the day, Big Brother is a metaphor that you will always be subordinate to him. You will always have a big brother who will always tell on you for any misdeeds. Many people have related 1984 to the powers of communist leaders that were in control during the Red Scare era. George Orwell did not have an issue with communism as a thought, but rather how it was being implemented in the world. Orwell had an issue with the totalitarian regime that was put into place with communism just being a practice of economics. At the end of the day, communism nor capitalism are inherently evil, but it is those who stand at the very top controlling everyone below them who are the real evils of this world, like Big Brother. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode's Blader Book Club, and I hope you pick up 1984 or another book for yourself. Reading is a lot of fun, so you should do it. Please! If you enjoyed this video in any way, be sure to comment your thoughts on 1984 or my Beyblade battles, but 1984 is more fun. And consider subscribing. Have a nice day, and long live the tracksuit!